you give some background around the critical mineral strategy from the Saskatchewan government, and then we'll go into a few more questions out of there.
Right. Well, we did roll out a critical minerals strategy in the last number of months. Really, the objective is to create the conditions for there to be success for investment into that space by private companies, and also, I mean, the rare earth component is a part of that strategy as well, which Mike really spoke to very, very well. But what we want to see, and what we are seeing, frankly, I mean, the BHP project was highlighted, for example. I mean, there has been literally tens of billions of dollars of investment from, some of the leading companies in the world into Saskatchewan in this space. And one of the challenges globally that I think investors have had, companies have had that are operating in the critical mineral space has been uncertainty around, can you actually get a mine built? Can you actually get approvals? Can you go through the environmental permitting process? One of the things we have really worked on very, very hard, and at this point, kind of, we are the longest serving government in Canada. We've been in office for 16 years, and knock on wood, it's going to be significantly longer than that. The reason what we have really tried to do is create the conditions for there to be success in investment, and it's being reflected in the fact that we are seeing that because companies know there is a transparent process that will get you to the point where you can get your approvals and you can actually get into the ground. Not only do you have a transparent process with an outcome that if we're not talking about cutting corners or anything like that, but you have very strong public support for investment in this sector. There's a very large amount of employment that is a direct result of this for Saskatchewan people, and consequently, you really do have very strong support, including in Indigenous communities. We have 13% of our population is First Nation Indigenous people, who are some of the largest beneficiaries, particularly in northern Saskatchewan, of the opportunities that come from investment into this particular sector. So, really what we are trying to do is underline even further with, we can lay out and have information on some of the incentives and all of that, but what we really are trying to do as government is continue to create conditions for you as investors, if that is your business, or mining companies, or those that are in different parts of that supply chain, to be confident that you are going to be successful. And as government, we want to work with you to make sure that you are, which I think is really a differentiating factor than what you would see in a lot of other parts of the world.